show up and say, I saw Scottie Davis this morning at 7, or if you go next Monday, you can say, I saw Scottie last Monday here on Fox TV. And, of course,
Certainly.
Pete being the Florence sales manager for Fox TV, no relationship there, but it is a good symbiotic relationship
Certainly.
with the station helping to promote, as well as WPD and BTW and CW21 and Time Warner Cable. You got a lot of broadcasters interested in the Greater Florence Chamber of Commerce, as well as some tremendous radio properties, Cumulus and Quantum, some great groups up in the area that really wrap around and support, as well as the Community Times. We talked about Larry Smith earlier in DBS Communications and his Black Family Expo and a lot of things that he's done, some tremendous avenues.
We've worked well with all of them. It's been a great partnership, actually, with the community at large. The media has been great to us, as you just rattle off all the media stations we have in Florence. We certainly got the exposure. The Chamber has been a huge recipient of great exposure throughout the media outlets, Community Times, media outlets, TV, radio, etc. It's been wonderful.
Right. Let's talk a little bit real quick for viewers who may not be able to get out there today or even any Monday leading up to. There's other things they can do at the Greater Florence Chamber of Commerce. I think we talked a little about if they joined, an opportunity to look into the Leadership Florence. Leadership
Florence is a wonderful program that we have, very similar to Leadership South Carolina. What the Chamber has done in the last several years is grab a group of people, about 30 or so individuals, on a 9-week seminar, 9-week program. I think it's on every Tuesday of the month.
Okay, so 9 months.
9-month program, excuse me.
No, sure.
On Tuesdays. And we'll go out and tackle the issues that are facing our community.
Right.
We look at all the issues that are facing the community, go into different plants that we have here, go into the hospital system, look at our educational system. How can we improve those educational systems? How can we partner with the educational systems? Go to different industry, find out what exactly is going on in Florence, and how can we better our environment in our community. And it's a wonderful program. You get a lot of contacts. End of the year, we actually take a trip to Washington. It's called the Washington, D.C. trip. And we meet with our legislators in Washington and discuss the issues that we've gone through the 9-month seminars on, and discuss the issues facing Florence, and try to see if we can bring some of the bacon back home to South Carolina, and particularly to our Florence and PD region. So it's a wonderful event. We try to build our workforce that way, to give them better insight and not really just look at what's affecting your industry. Certainly, we're all in this thing together, as you talked about earlier. You know, if the banking industry is failing in Florence, then other industries will fall in Florence. If construction is off, you know, other industries will fall, because we kind of interdependent on one another there. So we grab a group of particularly our middle management, people who haven't been in Florence a real long time, that we're trying to grow, and have them to buy into our community and feel a greater sense of responsibility and commitment to the city of Florence and the greater PD region.
This is a great reason for folks to join the Chamber. That is, Leadership Florence is open just to Chamber members?
Just to Chamber members. And I think that's in and of itself is a wonderful opportunity to join. And the friendships and the professional relationships are just everlasting. I attended in 2001, and I'm still meeting and greeting and talking to people. But for the leadership class, I probably would have never met before. So it's been excellent. And now I have a directory of friends, professional friends that I can call at the drop of a dime, and it's been a wonderful experience.
I was online this morning, Scottie, at the Florence Chamber's website, the Greater Florence Chamber's website, and saw some great links to the Small and Minority Business Division, as well as, of course, the Building Bridges program. Some other pieces coming up in the near term, the doubleheader. What's the web address for the Chamber if a viewer wants to go online?
The web address is www.flowflochamber.com. Flowchamber.com. www.flowflochamber.com.
And you said 843-665-0515.
0515. That's the best number there.
For viewers, if they want to learn more about today's program, or they need to get off to school now, or get off to work, or get family off to school, they can call that number, obviously, to learn more about the program today. And if they can't be there today, just show up next week.
Just show up next week.
There's enough happening, enough different on each of the 6 weeks for the Building Bridges program, that if they miss 1, maybe 2 of the 6 weeks, they can still get a lot if they go the other 4 or 5.
Certainly, they'll get a lot of information there. And as you talked about the website, I would like to mention that and highlight we've had over 2 million hits last year on that website.
No way.
So again, that's another great way that we promote businesses in Florence. We have all the information on the Building Bridges on the website. You can call if you want to speak live to someone, or if you're not in tune with the net. That 665-0515 number is the best way to get the chamber, get the staff there. Come on out tonight, 4 to 6 p.m. We'll be there until March 3rd, every Monday from now to March 3rd. And again, if you missed the first one, come on in February, the first Monday in February, February 4th. We'll be there. Certainly come on out. It's only $15 cost. And again, for your viewers, we'll waive that fee. Right.
We got about 5 minutes. We've got some great little flyers sitting out here on the table. One's for an event this Thursday, I believe.
Certainly, this Thursday. It's called our Business After Hours, and it's at Fats Cafe. That's off the 9552 Exchange there. The Business After Hours is another wonderful event of the Chambers. We allow business persons to come into a restaurant, primarily restaurant, free food and drink.
Listen up.
Yes, and it's a networking opportunity. This Thursday, the 31st, 5 to 7:30 p.m., free food and drink, and it's a networking opportunity. And the cost is only 2 business cards.
Get down.
2 business cards.
Wait, free food,
free drink,
2 business
cards.
2
business cards.
Now, is that for chamber members only as well?
That's generally for chamber members only. But chamber members can bring a guest, and we encourage them to bring a guest there. Again, it's another
great reason for folks to join the chamber. If it wasn't to get into leadership, Florence, if it's not to get into these business after hours, as well as learn about tremendous programs like the Building Bridges program, I don't know what would be a greater incentive.
Right. And we look at it, generally you hear about deals being made on the golf course. Well, everybody doesn't play golf naturally. But here you can come out, casual setting, over some food and free drink there, and you can meet CEOs, executives, whomever there, instead of trying to go in the office when they're real busy. You can corner them in this event. They're there to do business. It's the place to see and be seen at our Business After Hours. We have actually several hundred people who attend each event, and it also showcases that business. Fats Cafe is doing wonderful in Florence. It's their opportunity to showcase their business, showcase their culinary skills, certainly there, and again in an environment that's conducive to conducting business.
Absolutely. Scottie, another big event coming up on February 20th, I believe, for the Small and Minority Business Division of the Chamber. Certainly.
That's our doubleheader program. We have a number of seminars that we provide each year through the Small and Minority Business Division. This is one that we're very proud of. We're dealing with the IRS. We're dealing with tax issues. We're dealing with human resources issues, ensuring that particularly our small and minority businesses are doing business and doing business correctly. We want to get them ahead of the curve to ensure there are no problems down the line. We have South Carolina Department of Commerce there. The Labor Licensing Bureau will be there. A number of governmental and federal agencies will be there on hand in this doubleheader seminar. We start 9 in the morning. It's at the library, Drs. Bruce and Lee Library in Florence there. On Irby Street.
That is a beautiful facility.
It is a beautiful facility.
I'd almost move to Florence just to have that library. Nothing against the other great libraries down here at the beach, but golly.
Oh, yes, it's second to none.
And the Drs. Bruce and Lee Foundation have also helped, the Florence Little Theater and so many other things for the PD. It's incredible.
Yes. The Drs. Bruce and Lee Foundation has been wonderful. They've actually changed the face of Florence with the millions of dollars of investment. And I think that speaks volume of Florence, because that organization actually believes in Florence that much to put in that much money into our infrastructure. It's been wonderful.
It is incredible. It must be thrilling for you in your position with the city of Florence to have seen that change. You said it's been 10 years for you now, Scott.
10 years. Time has flown by, but it's been 10 years, and I've seen Florence really grow into the diamond that we knew she could be years ago, and it's really the hub of the PD, and it's a wonderful place to be.
Did you ever imagine that, growing up in Winsboro and then being in Charlotte for a while and being at Campbell Law School and thinking about your connections to these Tar Heel State institutions that you would end up, and just hearing you talk about the jewel that she could be, hearing you talk about Florence, it must be pretty exciting.
It is.
Did you ever
exciting.
imagine?
I never imagined I would be in Florence.
Yeah.
Certainly I knew about Florence, as most of your viewers, you know about it coming, particularly out of North Carolina, on your way to the beach. And kind of a stopover place there. But Florence is actually a great place to be. I have kids now, and it's a wonderful place to raise a family.
Oh, yeah.
I really missed Charlotte the first year or so I was here, but now it's I don't know if I ever go back to the Tar Heel State. I'm really in love with Florence and the PDE region.
Speaking about raising kids, we hear Tom Marshall always talk about the Mayfly Air Show.
Yes, wonderful air show. It's going to be Memorial Day weekend this year, as it was last year. We're praying for no rain. Wonderful event. We have corporate sponsorships are available. We have businesses that can bring in, have a picnic, have their employee picnics there. Honda of South Carolina, actually, a large employer in Florence area, actually had their employee picnic there a few years ago. So it's a wonderful, fun, family-filled event. Kids from all ages, 8 months to 80 years old, will enjoy it. We even have helicopter rides. You have trucks that have jet engines on them, racing other airplanes. Wonderful all day. Actually, it's a 2-day event. Wonderful event in Florence. We've been up and down the East Coast, and there's nothing like it. This has really put Florence on the map, and we have people literally from 2 and 3 states away coming in. We have all the branches of government and the big airplanes there. One of the ones that I loved, I kind of got a chance to go in, it's the airplanes that actually go in to look into the hurricanes and the tornadoes, and that huge plane, and to talk to those pilots, you know, you kind of wonder about a guy who's actually a drive into the storm.
Oh, yeah.
So that's really exciting for us. It's a wonderful time, wonderful event. The whole community wraps around that event. It's been great for us.
Scottie, sorry to say we've run out of time. Thanks so much for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Very definitely. Stay tuned to more Carolina People with Scottie Davis, the chairman of the Small and Minority Business Division of the Greater Florence Chamber of Commerce, coming up next. If you want to discover how understanding each other promotes harmony, today's the day. Scottie Davis has just opened that door. 4 to 6 p.m., Pointer Adult Center, corner of Dargan and Palmetto, 6-week program, 2008 Building Bridges kicks off today. Get out there. You heard him talk about it. The opportunity, if you're not there today, you can get out there next Monday, February 4th. If you can't be here either of these two, get out between now and March 3rd on some Monday, hopefully all 6 Mondays, to learn about building bridges and bringing the community together. Make a difference. Go online to flowchamber.com or pick up the phone 843-665-0515. When you get there, say you saw it on Carolina People and you can get in for free. Save $15. Scottie Davis.